Hello everyone. Welcome to the Green Revolution. What's the deal with carbon tariffs? Can reducing co-emissions really impact diabetes? Dear all, while health is important, it's not the only thing. Without health, there is nothing to be done. Although the focus of this channel is to talk about ways to improve your financial situation. Also included are explorations of climate change, threats to public health and loss of biodiversity. Health is the wealth that we should actively pursue, after all. As the world leans into a more sustainable future, businesses globally are stepping up their game, committing to reduce their carbon footprints. Taiwan is no exception, with its enterprises soon to navigate the burgeoning needs of carbon credit purchases. Why? Because Taiwan's carbon exchange launched 7 international carbon credit products in December last year, signaling a new era for Taiwanese businesses in the fight against climate change. Prior to this, I had independently researched and published a research paper titled Effects of the Carbon Border Adjustment Mechanism on Enterprises' Export Capabilities that year, which was published in internationally renowned academic journals such as the Journal of Business and Management Sciences. The paper discusses the indirect relationship between carbon emissions and the prevalence of diabetes. It highlights how excessive co-emissions contribute to climate change, which can affect food production and supply. The study suggests that the environmental changes driven by co-emissions could indirectly influence health outcomes, including diabetes prevalence. Before that, the channel gave out 2 videos last year, one titled Co-emissions and Diabetes and the other titled Red Meat Alert, Reducing Your Carbon Footprint with Every Bite. The video discusses the correlation between co-emissions and diabetes mellitus, highlighting the role of the carbon border adjustment mechanism in reducing carbon emissions. It emphasizes the impact of carbon emissions on climate change, which in turn affects food production and lifestyle factors contributing to diabetes. The CBAM aims to reduce emissions and promote environmental sustainability, potentially mitigating the risk of diabetes indirectly. However, it acknowledges that diabetes is a complex disorder influenced by genetic and lifestyle factors. The effectiveness of CBAM in reducing diabetes prevalence depends on policy formulation and practice in each country. The video concludes by stressing the importance of environmental protection for public health and encourages further study on corporate social responsibility and sustainability for informed investment decisions. A significant portion of the transcript is dedicated to a recent Harvard University study on the health implications of red meat consumption. This study found a strong association between red meat intake and an increased risk of type 2 diabetes, with processed and unprocessed red meat both contributing to the risk. It advocates for reducing red meat consumption in favor of plant-based proteins to lower the risk of type 2 diabetes and contribute to environmental sustainability. The videos illustrate similarities between the Yijing's teachings on the idea of adopting a more plant-based diet for personal and environmental wellness. In accordance with the Gospel of John's opening chapter, the Tao was present with God from the beginning, and the Tao was also God. The tenet is compatible with the ancient Eastern wisdom known as Yijing, and both approaches aim toward a common goal: to combine a modern geopolitical analysis with a specific hexagram from the Yijing. It is necessary to interpret it by blending contemporary issues with ancient symbolism and philosophy. The Yijing is an ancient Chinese divination text, revered for its profound philosophical insights into change, balance, and harmony. In contrast, the concept of carbon rights, a contemporary tool in the fight against climate change, represents a modern approach to managing environmental impacts through the regulation of carbon emissions. By correlating these seemingly disparate themes, we can explore how traditional wisdom can inform and enrich modern environmental and management practices. The Yijing emphasizes the importance of balance, adaptability, and the dynamic nature of change. These principles can be applied to contemporary environmental management practices, where sustainability requires a balance between economic development and environmental preservation. The concept of change in the Yijing, represented by the transition between yin and yang states, mirrors the modern understanding of the need for a shift towards more sustainable practices to address the challenges posed by climate change. Carbon rights, defined as the entitlement to emit a certain amount of carbon dioxide, are a pivotal element in current strategies to combat global warming. This mechanism aligns with the Yijing's teachings on the necessity of adaptation and transformation in response to changing circumstances. The principles found in the Yijing can guide the ethical and balanced implementation of carbon rights trading. By emphasizing harmony and the avoidance of extremes, businesses can approach carbon trading not merely as a regulatory compliance or profit-making scheme but as a genuine contribution to environmental sustainability. The Yijing's perspective on mutual benefit and balance can inspire a more ethical, responsible, and holistic approach to carbon trading, where the goal is not just to offset emissions but to foster a more sustainable relationship with the environment. This video aims to demystify the complex world of carbon credits, offering insights to help join the global effort in combating climate change. A practical example of this integration can be seen in companies that approach carbon trading with a commitment to genuine sustainability. By prioritizing projects that offer verifiable environmental benefits and contribute to sustainable development goals, businesses can demonstrate how modern practices can be informed by ancient wisdom. This approach not only addresses the immediate practicalities of carbon offsetting but also aligns with the broader ethical and philosophical considerations emphasized in the Yijing. The integration of the Yijing's ancient wisdom with the modern practice of carbon rights trading offers valuable insights into how traditional philosophical principles can inform contemporary environmental and ethical management practices. By embracing the Yijing's teachings on balance, change, and harmony, businesses and individuals can contribute to a more sustainable and ethically responsible approach to addressing the challenges of climate change. Let's break it down. Carbon credits are like golden tickets for the environment. They represent a ton of carbon dioxide removed or reduced from the atmosphere, a crucial step in our global effort to combat climate change. There are two main arenas where these credits play: compulsory markets, driven by regulatory mandates, and voluntary markets, where organizations participate out of commitment to environmental sustainability. Taiwan's focus: the voluntary market, a playground for businesses to demonstrate their green credibility. In a landmark move, Taiwan's carbon exchange rolled out 7 international carbon credit products, covering everything from clean water initiatives to renewable energy. Big names like TSMC and Foxconn are leading the charge, embracing these credits to offset their carbon emissions. The drive towards sustainability is no longer just good PR. It's a business imperative. With global giants paving the way, Taiwanese companies are not far behind in their quest for carbon neutrality. Venturing into the voluntary carbon market is like stepping into uncharted waters for many Taiwanese businesses. Yet, the global landscape offers a blueprint for success, with established markets providing a wealth of knowledge and experience. The biggest worry: quality. With most of buyers prioritizing the credibility of MRV reports and verification mechanisms, the fear of greenwashing looms large. Ensuring the integrity of carbon credits is paramount to maintaining trust and achieving genuine sustainability. Quality is king in the world of carbon credits. Rigorous MRV processes are the backbone of credible carbon trading, ensuring that every credit represents a true environmental benefit. Diving into carbon trading requires a keen eye for risk management. Taiwanese enterprises must navigate the complexities of the market, ensuring their investments yield real environmental impacts. The voluntary carbon market is booming, projected to grow exponentially. This global momentum presents both opportunities and challenges for Taiwanese businesses looking to make their mark. What is carbon credit? Carbon credits, simply put, are the rights to emit a certain amount of carbon dioxide or other greenhouse gases. The concept is based on a simple principle: for every ton of coal emitted, a corresponding carbon credit, which represents the right to emit 1 ton of coal, must be held. The mechanism behind carbon credits is designed to reduce emissions through a market-based approach. Companies, governments, and other entities can buy, sell, or trade these credits in carbon markets, with the goal of incentivizing reductions in greenhouse gas emissions. Carbon credits can be categorized into 2 main types: voluntary credits, where transactions are made in a voluntary carbon market, and compliance credits, which are traded within regulatory frameworks mandating emission reductions. Project-based credits result from specific carbon reduction projects, such as reforestation or renewable energy projects. Cap and trade systems, on the other hand, set a cap on emissions and allow trading of allowances under this cap. Carbon credits offer a flexible and economically viable way for entities to meet their carbon reduction targets, support sustainable development projects, and stimulate green innovation. Despite their potential, carbon credits face criticism, including concerns over the actual impact on emissions, the integrity of carbon reduction projects, and the potential for greenwashing. Ximei Corporation, a major purchaser of carbon credits in Taiwan, exemplifies how businesses can use carbon credits creatively to offset emissions from activities such as business travel and to foster a culture of sustainability among employees. While international voluntary carbon credits offer opportunities for offsetting emissions, there are limitations, especially concerning their acceptance in regulatory schemes like the EU's Carbon Border Adjustment Mechanism. Taiwan's carbon exchange stands out for its focus on transaction security, quality assurance of carbon credits, and facilitation of SME participation, highlighting the importance of reliable and inclusive carbon markets. The exchange's commitment to quality, through principles such as credibility of issuing bodies and the exclusion of controversial projects, ensures that credits contribute genuinely to emission reductions and sustainable development. The carbon credit market is evolving, with innovations in digital technology, new financial instruments, and increasing integration with sustainable development goals shaping its future. As policies and regulations evolve, the role of carbon credits in global climate strategy is likely to expand, necessitating ongoing evaluation of their effectiveness and integrity. In the fight against climate change, carbon credits emerge as a pivotal tool, empowering businesses and individuals alike to take tangible action towards a more sustainable future. But what exactly are carbon credits, and how do they function in the grand scheme of environmental conservation? Imagine you're at a marketplace, but instead of buying fruits or vegetables, you're trading in the currency of clean air. This is the essence of carbon credits. Each credit represents a ton of carbon dioxide or its equivalent in other greenhouse gases that have been removed from the atmosphere or prevented from being emitted. These credits can be bought and sold, offering an innovative way for businesses to offset their carbon footprint. The journey of a carbon credit starts at projects focused on renewable energy, forest conservation, or clean development mechanisms. These initiatives contribute to reducing global carbon emissions by either capturing carbon from growing trees or avoiding future emissions like installing solar panels. Once verified, these efforts translate into carbon credits, ready to be introduced into the carbon market. It's crucial to distinguish between the two main theaters of carbon credit trading: compulsory and voluntary markets. The compulsory or regulatory market is governed by international agreements and local regulations, where businesses are mandated to offset a portion of their emissions. This market operates under strict protocols, ensuring compliance with set emission caps. On the flip side, the voluntary carbon market operates outside of these regulatory mandates. Here, companies and individuals participate not because they must, but because they choose to, driven by corporate social responsibility, environmental stewardship, or the desire to enhance their brand's green image. It's within this voluntary market that Taiwan's enterprises are poised to make a significant impact, leveraging carbon credits to not only offset their carbon footprint but also to contribute to global sustainability efforts. As Taiwan's carbon exchange introduced international carbon credit products in December last year, the stage is set for Taiwanese businesses to actively engage in the global movement towards carbon neutrality. Understanding the nuances of carbon credits is the first step in this journey, empowering companies to make informed decisions that align with their sustainability goals and corporate values. For Taiwanese enterprises venturing into the voluntary carbon market, the road ahead is filled with opportunities and challenges. Familiarizing themselves with the market's dynamics, including the types of projects that generate carbon credits, the verification process, and the principles of high-quality credits, is paramount. As the demand for carbon credits grows, ensuring the integrity and environmental impact of these credits will be crucial for companies aiming to genuinely contribute to climate action. Thanking all the viewers for their support is how I want to end this episode. If you have a thought about today's video, some momentum has been gained for you. It's important to click like, don't forget to do it. This method makes it easy to locate it later when you want to examine it. Thank you. 谢谢.